Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's class. The concept we'll be covering today is called verbal expressions and algebraic expressions. I know it sounds complicated. I know it's a very long title. All right, but don't stress out. All it's saying is, and it's just fancy words for math. Okay, it's saying that we're gonna turn equations into word form and word form equations into standard form or number form, okay? It's all the same, okay? So make sure you pause the video if you need more time to write this down. Also, notice that my email is up here, okay? So if you still need my email address, still don't have it down, make sure you have it down, okay? Because you're gonna need it. Write it down wherever you can on your notes, all right? On the little corner if you can. It comes very handy, okay? So this is where you can submit all your work and your questions too. Now, let's start on today's concept. All right, guys, so before we get started on today's concept, I wrote some words up on the board. Make sure you have them on your notes. We're going to go over them together as well. These words will help you out when writing out word problems, okay? Even when trying to convert a word problem into a mathematical problem, the words help out to identify what kind of product that you're doing or what kind of operation are you doing, okay? So let's start off with adding. Adding. Remember, another word for adding is plus, also increase, and sum, okay? Those are words that also mean adding, okay? Let's move on to subtraction. We have minus, decrease, and take away, okay? You're taking away something from another person or another thing, okay? So you're splitting it up. So, for multiplication, we have product, we have times, and we have multiplied by, okay? Remember, at any time, pause the video if you have to, okay? All right, for division, we have quotient, okay? Divided by, another one we might see as parts, okay? Because remember, it's being taken into many different parts. So, now that we know some of the words, we can actually get started on today's concept. All right, guys, so here's the first example, okay? We have x minus 2. This is an equation, all right? Now we're going to turn it into a word form, okay? So notice that we have x. X can just be written down as x, or it can also be written down as a variable. So we have x. Remember, we have a minus, right? A subtraction. So out of those words you have on the notes, we can use one of them to identify this product. We're going to use the easy one, the first one, which is minus. All right, so x minus 2. Okay, the word 2. So we have x minus 2. We can also say a variable minus 2. Okay, whichever one is fine. You can use either one. Okay, now we're going to do the opposite. Now we're going to turn a word problem into an equation. Okay, so let's get started on that one. All right, guys, so here's our second example. 6 times a variable, okay? I always like to identify before putting it all together. So let's start off by doing that, okay? We have a 6. 6 is just a 6, right? Just the number 6. What about times? Do you guys remember what time was? Multiplication, right? So we can say multiplication. A variable is good. Just a variable, just a letter, right? I usually use x, okay? That's the most common one. So we're going to use x. So we have 6 times a variable, which is 6 times x. And that's how we turn a word problem into an equation. So if you have any questions, let me know, okay? I'm going to give you your assignment next. Make sure you take a picture of it once you're finished with it. Send it to me. Also, send a picture of your notes. This way I know you're taking down notes. So, here's your assignment for today. All right, guys. So, here's your assignment for today. You have 3 problems. Number 1, you're going to turn it into a word form. We have x plus 6. Number 2 is x minus 3. And the third one, you're going to do the opposite. You're going to turn it from word form into an actual equation, okay? The product of 5 and a variable. Make sure you submit your answers as soon as you're done watching the video. And I'll be hearing from you soon.